Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, welcome to the cabin. You know, I want to talk today, of course, we have a bunch of sales here, but I want to talk about taking a break from eBay. You know, I've heard so many things over the years. Well, if you take an extended break, it's going to make it really, really difficult to come back and build your store back up and all that. And we've decided, you know, we decided a while back here we were going to take a break. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today and kind of give you our experience with it and talk a little bit and maybe get a little bit of information from you guys who have done the same thing. Let's take a look at what's sold. As always, we're going to talk about just a few items here really quick, and then we're going to get into this topic a little bit, dig into it. This is a Troy-built grass catcher. When I find these, I usually pick them up if they're cheap enough and don't have holes or anything like that, because they can have some pretty decent sell-through. Now, you can sell them without the frame or with the frame. This was used, but it's in great condition, and it's a little harder with the frame. You got to find the right box and slide it in and all that. But without the frame here, you know, spring's coming up. People need these, and that one right there sold for $54. So it's not too bad of a sale. And that is a side topic we should probably talk about, but we're not going to do it today. But I will just say that, you know, New Year's and selling all that workout equipment and stuff, and then spring's right around the corner. You know, you got to be like 3 months, 4 months ahead of the game as far as picking the stuff out of your death pile to list, unless you don't have a death pile and you just buy it and list it. And that is the best way. This little matchbox is a cool item, and I think this came out of one of those Maryland boxes. So, Zephyrus. That one's pretty cool. Can you see that? The West Wing. And that little matchbox. And I think this one actually still had the matches in it. Yeah, it does. Look at that. It's over 34 bucks. Right there. So I love selling smalls just like that. Next sale is a Bonanza sale. And I know Dave and Carrie over there on Trash to Cash Podcast like to give me trouble about Bonanza. But, you know, if you watch the show long enough, you see that I do sell stuff off that platform with no extra work. And this one here, we got this at the 127 sale. I paid up for it because I was trying to make some other deals, and I like the guy that I didn't make deals with. And I don't remember, I want to say I paid like 30 bucks for it. That Harley side saddle bag. Well, I got to get that out of there, but that's pretty cool Harley item right there, and it's in pretty darn good shape as well. And that sold for $89.05. That's what that sold for over on Bonanza, and it's headed all the way to Orange County. And that's a big item to be headed to Orange County, so it's got a pretty hefty little shipping. Wow, it's not going to cost that much. It's $70 in shipping, so it'll probably cost closer to $45 or $50 in shipping. But going to Orange County, so pretty cool. I like that sale. Cue the song, right? Dun 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 dun. Check it out. Big or small, we sell it all. The next item is actually a Bonanza item sale as well. And we don't have a ton of those, but we have them from time to time. I gotta find the right one. This is the right one down here. Monopoly Empire. Pretty sure that's the one. Hold on a minute. That one sold. I can't believe this. I hope this is the right one. This seems like a high-priced item. Just double check and make sure it's not brand new, and it's not. But it is complete. $34.64 plus shipping. That's not bad. People ask me about fees, so, well, I'll tell you what. The fees are 9.7% and a 25-cent transaction fee. So, you know, Bonanza's not bad. It's not bad. There's a few issues with it, but it automatically delists items and it automatically imports them from eBay. So once you set it up, it's really no work. Well, technically, I think I wouldn't say that we shut the store down, but I took a break for that many days. Let me look at my list. I wrote it down. All right, it says, let's see, what did I write? December 17th through December 27th. I didn't ship. I didn't film a video. And, you know, I did list. I have a problem. I have to list every day. I got to list something, right? Now, for the record, the store was open still. We were just on time away mode. And so I didn't ship till the 27th. And during that time period, from the 17th to the 27th, shut down with the message, hey, we're not shipping until after Christmas. 36 sales, $1,434.53, and only 5 to viewers. Normally when we shut the store down, we have half of our sales go to viewers because most people aren't willing to wait for, you know, weeks on end. but it looked like, a couple reasons why we took the break. Well, in reality, there's probably more than a couple, but I'll give you a couple here. One is, I hate dealing with that time period before Christmas where, you know, can you get it here now? You know, I'll pay to do it more, I'll do whatever. And then some people inevitably are disappointed because, you know, a lot of it's just out of your control. You can only do what you can do. And so I just, lately, the last 2 years, and I didn't used to do this, and to be honest with you, the reason was simply I needed the money. I was a high school history teacher. There was no extra forms of revenue that we have now. And, you know, I was counting on making minimum $1,500 a month just to pay our bills. And anything above that, you know, I was using it for different things. You know, at Christmas time especially, it's nice to have that extra money. And we would make a pretty decent amount on eBay, and I would have to leave that store open to feel a peace of mind around Christmas time because we're buying our kids gifts and there's added expense for sure. And I remember it always being a fun time because it's Christmas, but it was difficult for years and years. But one of the other things is that our personal property tax to the county for our automobiles, where we live, we have to pay those taxes on those automobiles every year. That would come due in December. And it's like, what a stupid time to come due. We'd have to pay those as well. But I can tell you, it's a huge benefit to have that time away mode where you don't have to shut it down. We're still getting sales, still listing, but I'm not shipping out items every single day. You know, my wife had quite a bit of a to-do list, you know, and I got to make sure I get stuff done for her around the holidays too. So it was really nice. But listen, one more thing that I want to talk about as far as time away and taking a break. I think it's good. It was good for me. I feel energized now. I love reselling, so I don't ever feel really burnt out about reselling. Maybe the culmination of a bunch of things gets me kind of burnt out every once in a while. But I love this. I love making YouTube videos. I love buying stuff. I love listing stuff. I don't even mind shipping stuff, especially when my wife helps out. But certainly love that cha-ching and making a little bit of money, right? I just kind of am addicted to all of it. But taking a break from time to time is awesome. Last year we did it 7 or 8 times, but we only took 1 day off. Sometimes 2, but most of the time 1 day off. And if you have 2-day shipping like I do, and you plan that 1 day off right, it gives you 4 days off, which is really cool. Sometimes 5 if you plan it really right. You get around one of those holiday days. And so a lot of times what we'll do, and I'm planning on doing this probably 8 to 10 times this year, is I'll ship out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and as soon as I ship out my last item on Wednesday, I'll shut that store down till Thursday night. And so it opens back up on Friday, but I have 2 days shipping, so I don't have to ship to the next week. So effectively, I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I'll come in and ship on Monday night. So really, you could count it as 5 days because I don't have to ship till Monday night. And I know a lot of you do 1 day shipping, and I did for years and years because I feel like on the margins, it helps sales a little bit. But I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest with you. Certainly it isn't for me. But I want to get your input on that below. Do you do 1 day shipping, 2 day shipping? Do you do 3 days, 4 day shipping? I don't know. What's the max you can do? I'm not even sure. At any rate, I'd like to know, do any of you take specific times off other than vacation? Is there a time every year? Is it the beginning of January? I know a lot of people do that. Take a little bit of a break. And how do you do it? Do you completely shut the store down? Do you leave it open with delayed shipping? I want to know how you do it out there. You know, I'm really happy with the way we're doing this. And you know what? Garage Sale Nation is going to heat back up here. When springtime comes around, I'm going to hit those sales around the country. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to shut that thing down on Wednesday night sometimes. And then head out and then come back by Monday. And, you know, we haven't lost too many sales. You're going to lose some, but you're not going to just completely go dry. And I get scared of that too, right? You know, I don't want to have just a dormant store. So I'm still listing, still replying to comments. And, you know, I don't know. That's kind of the way I do it. Let me know in the comments below how you do it. Sold a Wii game. It's a Wii Play. And this sold for $9.50. Wii Play right there. I try to sell games, independent, you know, separate games for $10 or more. And this one sold for $9.50 because I sent out a 5% offer. And somebody grabbed it, so. But that's okay. Still worth, I think, $10 still worth selling something independently. But really, you know, if first class shipping goes up any farther than that, I'm going to have to start saying $11 or $12 before it's worth my time. Because you can lock games up in common ways to lock games. You know, kids games versus action games versus whatever. and then you can usually sell them off better that way as far as time for the money you're making. Sold an Enaman back here, and this Enaman right here went to somebody I know, somebody I met, but they asked for me not to mention them, which is a little disappointing. That's not in the right bin. Put that one down there. And so this one is headed out. Well, I'll tell you what, some of you might know who I'm talking about. I'll give you a little cryptic message here. If you went to the Reseller Rally, John Cincinnati Picker and Lonnie put that one on with Ronnie Hart and Pete Craigslist Hunter. If you went to that one, that particular meetup there, or rally, I guess you want to call it, it was awesome, great fun. And this gentleman was there who bought this, asked me not to mention his name for this. I don't know why. Great guy, funny guy, and he was the life of the party. So thank you very much. I'll just say it's headed to Ohio. Some of y'all may know who I'm talking about. I really just want to say the name because there's no reason I shouldn't say, unless you're asking so you don't sound like you want a shout out or whatever, but you're not even doing YouTube anymore, I don't think. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope it gets things moving for you. We had a lot of these naval ashtrays, Naval Academy ashtrays, which are pretty cool. It's got, you know, Poseidon, this little Poseidon there. I like that. Trident. And we had a few of those and they sold pretty quick, but this one took a little while longer to sell. I like that one. It sold for $12.95 plus shipping. That's the kind of thing where you wrap it up. If it's over £1, you know, you can put it in one of these and give it some extra padding and send it out flat rate. And it's not always cheaper, but sometimes cheaper. Speaking of the shipping table there, a thank you to Jonathan for buying plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over on CommonwealthPicker.com. And we sold some political pins. Decided to lock these up into Picker's drawer here. And there were some cool ones. You could have sold them independently, but I thought, because there's some you couldn't sell independently, like that Nixon and Lodge one. And there's the FDR one. But this one's the cool one, the Ike elephant down there. I don't know if you can see that Ike elephant. I like Ike, I think, on it. See, it says Ike at the bottom. Can y'all see that? Here, I'll try to focus it. Anyway, that one's cool. And that little lot right there sold for 20 bucks. I think free ship. I take it back. Went for $19 plus shipping, and it went to our buddy Keith in Minnesota, who didn't leave a message, but I recognize you, Keith, so I appreciate that. I know you collect different things, and that's one of the things that you've bought from us in the past, so that's really cool. Minnesota. I always remember being a kid, Minnesota was the only state that Dukakis won against Reagan in, was it 84? Is that right? Do I have that right? Anyway, yeah, pretty sure I have that right. But Keith, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just realized I said Dukakis, and I meant Mondale, who's from Minnesota. Dukakis from Massachusetts, a lot of M's in there, so you can get confused. And he was against Bush in '88. Sold something out of the Save the Manatee Florida bin, and it's an adapter here. And I think I got this from my dad. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. And I'm selling it off. Maybe he got one, it was the wrong size, or I don't know. At any rate, it is for it's for an RV, I think. Pop, if you're listening, tell me in the comments down there. And I'm pretty sure that's what it is. At any rate, that one right there sold for 16 bucks plus shipping. Hutshot Turner is back. He was visiting a buddy, so he missed a couple of videos, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you got a sale right there. What in the world is that thing?
Mini book keychain.
That's right. It's Marvin.
Bugs Bunny?
No, it's Warner Brothers, so it's the same kind of thing there. Bugs Bunny is the picture right there. Looney Tunes, like you, Looney Tune. And that one right there is Marvin the Martian. Well, I used to call him Marvin the Martian, but a viewer kindly pointed out that it's not Marvin the Martian, it's Marvin Martian. So there you go. I didn't know that. Did you know that? You didn't know that. She don't know that. She's being mean to me.
Who says Marvin the Martian?
Just like Thomas the Train, it's Thomas Train. See?
Thomas Train.
There you go. See? She's so smart aleck over there. Is she always like that?
Yeah.
And she is, isn't she?
Sure.
$10 free shipping, just enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
Next purchase went to Sandy, who is, who buys, if you watch the show, she buys from time to time. This guy right here, which I think is kind of cool. Let me see if I can get it. I mentioned the other day, and a viewer said something to me about this, because the bunny, whoop, I might not even be able to get it out of here. Let me move a little bit. That thing needs to sell. Anybody want a rubber face? What is that thing, clown? Whoa. I'm having trouble here today. This guy right here, bunny hopper, sold. And I don't think we have, no, I don't think we have batteries in it anymore. That one sold for $18 plus shipping. She got 2 more things, but I wanted to say this really quick. So a viewer sent me a message, I think on eBay, which I don't always see those, but maybe in an email. They're saying, hey, it's the year of the bunny, or the year of the rabbit in a, you know, Chinese calendar, I guess. And maybe that might explain why I'm selling so many rabbits lately. And I have been selling a bunch for sure. Sold a Snoopy bunny, I think is what it is. Is it a bunny? Yeah, Snoopy in a bunny costume, except for, I don't think, yeah, it is. It's labeled Snoopy, 1958. That is a pretty cool one right there. Sold for 11 plus shipping for that one. And one more item. And it was one of those dream catchers Sandy grabbed, so let's see if I can find it pretty easy here. I thought it was on top. There they are right there. It is this dream catcher right there. That's headed out to you, Sandy, and this is 11 free ship. So 2 items together, we'll try to get you a little discount there. If I can remember. If I ever forget, y'all, and you've asked for a discount in shipping or something, just don't be afraid to remind me. You might be better off doing it on IG, but I try my best. I write myself a little sticky note, but sometimes I miss it from time to time. Sandy says this is an end-of-year purchase, basically a Christmas present just for her. Well, thank you. Mega repeat buyer, she says, and love every purchase. Sandy, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. I appreciate that. We appreciate your support as well. Whoop, it's gonna fall off. Sold a G.I. Joe if I can keep it on with one hand here. Yeah, I did it. What do you know? Sold Airtight. See how long it takes me to find Airtight right here. I have to speed it up. There you go. Found Airtight. Sold for $20 plus shipping. It's, I don't know, I might be missing something, but I always like to check where these folks are born. I don't know why, but I do. There you go. Got it off. New Haven, Connecticut. There you go, for all you, what do you call somebody from Connecticut? Connecticutans? Connecticut? All right, y'all tell me in the comments. $20 plus shipping brings us to $2,020 after fees, after shipping. All right, I normally don't do this, but I got to read this. This is funny. Kurt, this is Airtight right here. Kurt was the kid who could hold his breath the longest. He was also the kid who had the largest collection of plastic dinosaurs on the block. He was a weird kid who grew up to be an even stranger adult. It takes a mighty weird person to walk into a cloud of toxic gas strong enough to fell a mutant weightlifter cockroach wearing a protective suit built under contract for the government by the lowest bidder. I love the sarcasm there. Good stuff. Those New Englanders, you know, can be a strange breed. I think G.I. Joe, wasn't G.I. Joe Rhode Island though? I'm pretty sure, not Connecticut, but Trans Am Firebird. How you doing there? That one right there. Actually, I think 2 of these sold. I only bought 2 of these. Wrong one. And they are headed out of here for $31.90 for these acrylic vintage Firebird Trans Am keychains. Before we head inside, a very quick thank you to Pinjo Thrifts, our buddy down there in Chatham, Virginia. We appreciate that, and Turner will too. All right, we got Wallen here. He's looking for his treat. But you know what, Reagan? Look, somebody sent. Look what this says here on the side somewhere. Or it says it up there. Attention, Pepper, Boots, Dobby, and No Name. So, did they get them all? Is that how many cats we have? 4? Jeez.
Whoa.
This is a sweet message. You know what that is? It's catnip.
Maybe. That's what I thought.
It's catnip. I open it up and I'm like, that better be catnip. Anyway, this is what it says here. It says, here's a treat for Pepper and the gang. Just a small amount on the floor will do the trick. Be sure to keep it locked away. They will destroy the box to get to it. I'm sure. And then some other kind of things. Very, very nice of you. What's the eBay store here? It is Uncle Bud's Catnip General Store. What do you think of that? So where do you think? I don't want it in here. They're all being here bugging me. Well, what do you think? You gonna take this up there?
Not all cats react to catnip, but I know No Name and Dobby go crazy over it. No Name loses his mind. It's really funny.
All right, Reagan, I did not realize this, but remember I told you one time I think I miscounted? We have one more St. Jude ornament to head out of here. So should we keep it for next year and auction it off next year, or should we do it now?
Oh,
What do you think?
maybe we should wait till next
You
year.
think we should keep it?
I think
Maybe
so.
we'll let the people vote
Yeah,
below.
you can vote.
I'll vote. Auction it off now
What do you think?
for St. Jude or later. What do you
That's
think?
our treat.
And who should be on the next ornament next
Yeah.
year? Should it be this guy? Should it be
Sal.
one of the other cats? Should it be Sal the Hedgehog?
Not Boots.
Should it be Blue Ridge Mama?
Can someone take Boots? Anybody out there want
Yeah.
Boots?
Anybody want Boots?
She's driving me nuts,
Boots
y'all.
is driving us crazy, y'all. Just not behaving lately. I think it's Sal. I think it's Wallen's fault. Anyway, thank you, Reagan.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthThicker.com.
Hey, y'all. I've just been in here doing a little work with Pepper. And after we've got all the shipping done, Blue Ridge Mama helped on that. And I've already started turning off the lights. And I figured, you know, I'd open up a couple things so I can get caught up. Big thank you to Deborah and Troy. There's their eBay stores right there. And to Ivan for this wonderful gift that I'm going to bring up to Reagan right now. Thank you. She'll absolutely love it. And two more reminders as well. First one is it's Q1 and the new coupon is out. So if you have an eBay store of the second level and above, go ahead and grab your coupon over there and get your free shipping material. I've got a video about it, but most of you know how to do it. And a big thank you from Paul and Faith over at myresellergenie.com. They are overwhelmed with how many people are trusting them to help with their bookkeeping this year. And it really is amazing. I'm flattered that a lot of you have trusted me to go over there and do that. It's myresellergenie.com, code Commonwealth, 15% off. Getting tons of great feedback already. So thank you all so much. And I can't wait to see you next time. Sounds like way too much fun going on in here, y'all.
Space.
Supposed to be work going on in here.
Right. It's hard.
Doesn't look like any work's going on in here.
It's so much work. Do you see me?
She works. You're the one that's causing no work to go on.
I was working till Heather got here. Yep. You just anything to get a video.